Hi all, welcome to Galda A's previous year question discussion series. Today let's discuss 5 questions from Indian polity. Okay, first one, which one of the following bills must be passed by each house of the Indian Parliament separately by a special majority? Okay, see here we must know regarding majorities under our Indian constitution. There are simple majority, effective majority, absolute majority, and different kinds of special majorities are there mentioned under our constitution. And on which all those occasions, which majorities are used, that must be clearly noted because questions are asked. Okay, and see regarding bill has to be passed by each house of the Indian Parliament separately. Let's note down regarding Article 368, that is regarding Constitutional Amendment Bill. See, the Constitution provides for a special procedure for getting amended. In that, it says that if the Constitution has to be amended, the bill has to be passed separately by both the houses using a special majority. Special majority in the sense a majority of not less than 2/3 of members present and voting, and a majority of more than 50% of total membership of the house. So in this majority, the constitutional amendment bills has to be passed separately in both the houses, that is in Lok Sabha as well as in Rajya Sabha. Okay, then only the procedure will be completed, and later on it is binding on the president to sign on the constitutional amendment bill. Okay, so the answer to this question is option D, that is constitutional amendment bill, because in constitutional amendment bill only both the houses has to pass the bill separately by a special majority. And regarding ordinary bill, it can be passed by a simple majority itself, and money bill and finance bill also can be passed by simple majority. Okay, so the answer to this question is option D, that is constitution amendment bill. Okay, moving on to second question. Here match list 1. List 1 contains articles of the Constitution of India, and match it with list 2 contains provisions, and select the correct answer using the codes given below the list. Here on the left hand side, some of the articles mentioning the fundamental rights are given, and on the right hand side provisions are given. We have to match it correctly. Okay, see A, that is Article 14. We know Article 14 is equality before law and equal protection law. Please, one thing you have to note down, please study all those fundamental articles right from Article 12 to Article 35. See, Article 12 defines what is a state, Article 13 defines what is a law, and from Article 14 onwards, right to equality starts till Article 35. Okay, so please note down all those articles because they are important for us from prelims point of view, because questions are asked directly. Okay, and moving on to Article 14. We know that it is equality before law and equal protection of law. It is matching with statement number 2, that says that the state shall not deny to any person equality before law or equal protection of the laws within the territory of India. Okay, so the answer to the A is 2. Okay, next is B, that is Article 15. Article 15 is nothing but the state shall not discriminate against any citizens on certain grounds. That is on the basis of religion, race, caste, sex, place or birth, or any of them. That means prohibition of discrimination on certain grounds. That is Article 15. Right? So B should match with 1. Okay. Next is C, that is Article 16. It is regarding equality of opportunity regarding public employment. Okay. So Article 16 matches with 4. The option then D, Article 17. We all know that Article 17 deals with untouchability. Untouchability is abolished and its practice in any form is forbidden. Okay, so D should match with 3. So A2, B1, C4 and D3, answer is option C. Moving on to next question. Consider the following provisions under the directive principles of state policy as enshrined in the Constitution of India. 1. Securing for citizens of India a uniform civil code. 2. Organizing village panchayats. 3. Promoting cottage industries in rural areas. D. Securing for all the workers reasonable leisure and cultural opportunities. Which of the above are the Gandhian principles that are reflected in the directive principles of state policy? See, directive principles of state policy under part 4. Okay. See, it is classified, these principles are classified into Gandhian principles, socialist principles, and liberal intellectual principles. So, one thing you have to note down regarding preparation for DPSP is you have to classify, you have to study all those provisions based on these principles, because based on these questions are asked in UPSC. Some provisions of DPSP reflects Gandhian philosophies, and some principles of DPSP reflect socialist ideologies, and some reflects liberal intellectual ideologies. So you must classify it accordingly. So moving on to statement number this question, we know that securing for citizens of India a uniform civil code, it comes under liberal intellectual principles and not under Gandhian principles. Fine. Statement number 2, organizing village panchayat. See, organizing village panchayat reflects Gandhian ideologies. So, it is 2 should be there in our answer. Fine. Regarding option 3, promoting cottage industries in rural areas, that also reflect Gandhian principles. Regarding 4, that is securing for all the workers reasonable leisure and cultural opportunities, reflects socialist ideologies, and it does not come under Gandhian principles. So the answer is 2 and 3, that is option B. And here comes our elimination method. Okay, see, just to imagine, you know regarding statement number 1, that is securing for citizens of India a uniform civil code. If you know that concerned provision is a part of liberal intellectual principles, then you can eliminate option A. Why? Because A says that 1, 2 and 4 are correct, and we know that 1 is wrong. So we can eliminate option A. We can eliminate option C because C says that 1 is a Gandhian philosophy. D also says that 1 is a Gandhian philosophy, and we know that 1 reflects the liberal intellectual principles. So we eliminate A, C and D, and just by knowing that single statement, we can easily reach at the answer, that is option B, 2 and 3 only. Okay, so in this manner also you can easily score marks. For that you must know the core basic things in Indian polity. Okay, moving on to next question. In the Indian constitution, the right to equality is guaranteed by 5 articles. They are Article 16 to Article 20, Article 15 to Article 19, Article 14 to Article 18, Article 13 to Article 17. So, which all of this covered under right to equality is us. So, when you moving on to studying fundamental rights, please classify. See, in DPSP we classified it based on Gandhian, socialist and liberal intellectual principles. Similarly, fundamental rights you have to study based on right to equality comes under Article 14 to 18. Right to freedom comes under Article 19 to 22. And right against exploitation comes under Article 23 and 24. Right to freedom of religion, Article 25 to 28. And cultural and educational rights comes under Article 29 and 30. Right to constitutional remedies comes under Article 32. And earlier, right to property was also a fundamental right under Article 31. And now this provision was deleted by 44th Amendment Act. Now right to property is not a fundamental right, and now it is made only a legal right. So in this manner, you have to study all those provisions of fundamental right. Then you can easily able to attend these kind of questions. Fine. So in Indian Constitution, the right to equality is guaranteed by 5 articles. They are Article 14 to 18. Right. That is option C is our answer. Okay. Moving on to next question. Consider the following events. The first democratically elected Communist Party government formed in a state in India. 2. India's then largest bank, that is Imperial Bank of India, was renamed State Bank of India. 3. Air India was nationalized and became the national carrier. 4. Goa became a part of independent India. Which of the following is the correct chronological sequence of the above events? Some important events happened in India is given, and we have to find which comes first and which follows. Likewise, chronological order we have to find. So these kind of questions are also asked frequently. Okay, so moving to option number 1, that is first democratically elected communist party government formed in a state in India? That is in Kerala. Because in India, Kerala is the first state to have a communist government. And it happened in 1957. Okay. Regarding statement number 2, India's then largest bank, that is Imperial Bank of India, was renamed as State Bank of India. See, earlier name of State Bank of India was the Imperial Bank of India. And it was renamed to State Bank of India in 1955. Okay. And regarding 3, the Air India was nationalized and became a national carrier in 1953. And 4, Goa became a part of independent India in 1961. So these events occurs in these years. So which comes first among these? 1953, that is 3. Then comes 2. Then come 1. Then come 4. So the answer should be 3214. 3214. So our answer is option B. Fine. So this kind of questions are also easy to attend, provided you know some of the important events happening in our country. Okay. And that's all for the day. Thank you. Bye.